even though I've been intelligent and I've came to a lot of conclusions in my life that I have stated out loudly, I've written into the internet, I told my friends or I told myself, there has been tons of times where I have like straight away contradicted myself. Like I said, oh, I don't want to go out anymore, I want to travel less, or I want to do this and that. And the moment I felt like I fully solved it, I fully figured it out, was exactly the last time I did it, right? And then this funny little thing came to my mind, like it started just as a joke with my best friend. It's like, yeah, like who cares what I said yesterday? And I can't contradict with myself. And whilst this seems like, a bug in a system of somebody that wants to, be very good in judgment, somebody that wants to build businesses or wants to code, where judgment is very, very important. I think judgment in general is something very important, especially with how the world moves, with all the, like misinformation, the AI slop, the hidden agendas. So judgment is definitely a very important trait. However, I don't think that contradicting yourself is bad at all. I think it's actually great that it's like that. If you look at science, there has been also a saying that is, like we just a little bit less dumb. We make just a little bit less mistakes. There's also this website called Less Wrong. And there's obviously, Aristotle who said, I know that I don't know nothing. And it kind of is the same thing. You cannot put all eventualities into what you formulate or what you're saying all the time, because there would be just a lot of noise and nobody would listen to you. And even if you record a YouTube video and you were, yeah, but maybe and maybe, or if you write an article, maybe, it's very tough for people to listen, and you probably won't get heard, or also like just very inefficient. So I think the better premise is, if you write from the start, don't claim that you know everything, or what you're saying cannot be, contradicted. And this comes from science, right? Like if you are a good scientific person, or like if you're a scientific person, you should, the moment you realize that you said something wrong or you analyzed something wrong, you should go out there and correct yourself. And this is something that is very useful for life as well. Because when I see other people, or even myself, most of the time when I was stuck with my opinion, I was overly biased on that specific opinion. And if you think about it, we learn, I have this book back there that is about biases, and it's very useful, but I don't think it's been talked about, that bias, which is once you say something, you are like heavily skewed to this opinion. Once you speak out something loud, either on YouTube or on online forum or to your friends, like every other information that you consume will be viewed through a lens where you want to be right. That's like a very real bias. So you actually want to look through a normal lens that is not skewed, that is not like highlighting the favorable thing. So thinking, I can't wait to contradict myself, is kind of like countering that bias and leads to better judgment.